What's going on, guys? Midwest Tokusatsu coming at you with just the plethora of Power Rangers news we got today from Hasbro. Mostly having to do with the Lightning Collection, but then we got the big one about the name for Season 28, which is Dino Fury, which I'll get to in just a second. Because first we're going to take a look at some toys. So, I'm guessing we can start small because we have at least 4 things listed here in the video, but really it's 5 because there is an extra one that they didn't mention either, which I'll also talk about. But I guess we can start small first with Psycho Green here. And Psycho Green, as we all know him, he is a comic exclusive Ranger, which appeared in the 1969 Ranger storyline in the main MMPR comic, which it's a fantastic story, by the way. Like, read it if you haven't. But really, what I see here, it's a repaint of the red Psycho and blue Psycho Ranger because, you know, it's the same suit, really. It's just a different color. And I'm not quite sure if I'm that excited to get this one because I do have Psycho Red, but it came in that Lost Galaxy 2-pack, and I'm not sure if the Psycho Rangers are really one of my main priorities when it comes to collecting teams. But I'll see how I feel about it later down the line. So it's the same mold. Looks like the same Lightning Hands effects pieces too. Only thing different I'm seeing is his weapon, which is that dagger, I think it is. It's either a sword or a dagger, but still. Yeah, for the most part, I think he looks okay. I'll just have to see whether or not I want him when he's actually out. So moving on, we have a release for Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Putty Patrollers 2-pack, Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So, as you all know, we already got one Putty figure with that 2-pack with the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, which I didn't get, but I think if you weren't really all that hot on getting, you know, a non-main MMPR Ranger with the Putty, then this might be for you, because I think I might actually pick this one up, because I think the point of this is to army build by getting 2 per pack, and plus, it's 30 bucks. So, for something being a 2-pack that's not Rangers, that's just like the Mooks, I think 30 bucks is really a decent price for what this is. And what I see here, it comes with regular pair of putty hands. You know, it's also got that little, well, not little, but that ball hand. And also, I'm seeing sword hand with an effects piece. Looks like either fire or an explosion. There's this really weird yellow. Oh, I get it now. It's like this. It's this weird yellow effects piece that wraps around one of their bodies, and I guess it's supposed to resemble like them getting hit by the Rangers. Like, I think that would be funny if it were the Z Putties, because, you know, they actually get hit in the chest and they disappear. And the box art looks nice too. Sort of like a plain gray, but I mean, the Putties are a plain gray with red eyes. But enough about that. Next one. So next one is the, when it loads, okay, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Zordon and Alpha 5 2-pack. Now this one looks really good, actually. Like, I've heard some things about Zordon looking kind of weird, but thing is, Zordon, he looks kind of weird when he's not lit up, because like his pupils aren't really showing when it's kind of dark. But then once you actually like press the button at the bottom and turn them on, it looks more like Zordon. So yeah. And as for Alpha, Alpha looks just like he should. And on a side note, he comes with that little teddy bear you saw him with in episode 1. So, like, that's a little decent touch there. But Alpha himself looks really good, not gonna lie. And also, it's 30 bucks for 2, you know, major characters. So I think this one might be a little more worth it than the Putty Pack, for the simple fact that it's Zordon and Alpha, like 2 big characters, and it's for a price for less than 2 figures. So this one I think I might definitely pick up. And then next one, that's the big one. Next we have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Power Morpher. So, a couple of things about this one. So as you know, some of us might be a little just disappointed that, you know, they're doing MMPR again with their first Morpher out the gate. But the thing is, this might be just testing the waters for future releases, because this is their first crack at something, or this is Hasbro's first crack at something like this. So they might want to see like where the demographics lie on this market of sorts. Now the Morpher itself looks fairly decent, because more than the Legacy Morpher, which I have right here. You see, the Legacy Morpher kind of has that silver, shiny chrome base to it, which, while it looks nice, it wasn't really show accurate. And the Lightning Morpher here has more of a matte finish to it that looks, actually looks really much more like it does in the show. So props there. And then the Power Coins don't have that weathered look to them either. Like, they're like a plain gold, which also I think looks more accurate than this weathered finish we got on the Legacy coins here. And on top of that, like, they have really been outdoing themselves with this too. But it also comes with a stand for you to place the actual Morpher on top of, and then at the bottom there's like little slots for the rest of the coins. So actually, I think I like that better than the Legacy version, because with the Legacy version, like, my Power Coins are just, you know, lying around collecting dust, like not really being displayed anywhere, because I have nowhere to put them. But here, you actually do have somewhere to stand them. So we're out of the way of the main stuff announced, but one more thing that they dropped was this Mighty Morphin Pink Pony, where it's a crossover between MMPR Pink and My Little Pony. And I really don't care for this one. Like, it's not something that I'm crazy about, but it's something that I don't really mind either, because, like, it's not really hurting anything. And plus, I mean, you know, like, My Little Pony has its fans with the bronies and all, so they might like that. But enough about that. I don't really have much more to say about that, because the big news is we have our name for Season 28 of Power Rangers, which is Power Rangers Dino Fury. Now, I've seen a lot of back and forth and controversy about this, or about the name, where the name, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter, right? What we want is a decent, well-written show, which, to tell you the truth, I kind of have lowered expectations for this season, because, you know, a couple of weeks ago, they had dropped the, they had dropped the casting call, well, not the casting call, but a script for one of the episodes, or a potential script. Like, I'm kind of missing the name. Like, let me know in the comments what it's called, because, like, it's late. The name is just slipping me. But we saw that the script listed 2 comedic characters, which, it's kind of an indicator of how they're not really going to change much coming off of Beast Morphers, because it's like, with Victor, Monty, Ben, and Betty, like, it's just like, it's humor that adds nothing to the show. But aside from that, though, the name itself, Dino Fury. So, Dino Fury, I think it's a decent name. I mean, I know we were all expecting something along the names of, or along the lines of, you know, Jurassic Knights or Dino Knights, but we could have gotten a whole lot worse and more generic too. Like, it could have been Dino Force. I mean, I know we have Dino Force over in Korea with the Kyoryuger adaptation, but I digress. Anyway, Dino Fury, it's a good name at the end of the day. And I know people have also compared it to Jungle Fury, which is another good, it's another good point. Where we haven't really used Fury at all that much besides Jungle Fury. So I mean, to use it twice, it's not that big a deal. And also going forth, one more thing I wanted to add. So since this is going to be one season next year, because, you know, their contract with Nickelodeon expires, it expires after next year. So we're kind of in uncharted territory going into the season, like whether or not it's going to be 2 or just like this one separate standalone series. But only time will tell. But that's about all I have for you guys today, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like me on Facebook at Midwest Tokusatsu. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. And this is your captain, signing out.